While Australia's Prime Minister Tony Abbott is busy warning the world about the dangers of ISIS, a French official is the latest figure warning Australia about climate change.
Effectivement, nous sommes dans une démarche de suicide collectif.
That French official is climate envoy Nicolas Hulot, who says Australia needs to double its current rate of cutting emissions to keep up with other countries. As it stands, Australia's goal is to reduce emissions 5% by 2020 in relation to levels in the year 2000. Compare that to the US, which set a goal of 17% by 2020 in relation to 2005 levels, and Australia's goal looks pretty conservative, especially when you factor in that Australia has some of the highest per capita emissions in the developed world. There's a reason for that.
The climate change science is far from settled.
Abbott has repeatedly said climate change isn't the biggest global issue. He's argued against international climate pacts, and his top business advisor has called it a global conspiracy. At the same time, Abbott has continually supported coal production, one of the country's biggest exports and a multi-billion-dollar industry in Australia. But climate change could worsen one of Australia's most destructive recurring disasters, bushfires. The massive wildfires cost the country millions of dollars on an almost yearly basis. The CEO of Australia's Climate Council told The Guardian the country is already seeing longer fire seasons. Put simply, climate change is increasing the frequency and severity of very hot days and is driving up the likelihood of very high fire danger weather. Australia still hasn't released its post-2020 goals, but on its current trajectory, Hulot estimated it would cut emissions 20% by 2030. It still has time to adjust that, though. The UN's climate change conference in Paris doesn't start until November 30th. For Newsy, I'm Sebastián Martínez.